What is mogged?
What?
What is mogged mean?
No. You're younger than me and more hip than me.
I don't know
You
what
don't know
mogged is.
mogged
What does
is?
it mean? M-O-G-G-E-D?
Yeah, there you go.
What does it mean?
Are you
Please?
pretending?
I swear on my life, if this was a Jeopardy question, I would really lose it for us.
Welcome.
Thank you very much.
home.
How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Cutie.
Alex, I've never been to In-N-Out at 9 a.m.
No, me neither.
Wilson, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you guys too. How are we doing today?
Not too bad. How are you?
I'm pretty good, thanks.
I should do a cheeseburger, no
Rationally.
sauce, animal style, no sauce, and then a vanilla shake.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah.
And would you like any fries with that?
Animal style fries, no sauce though.
No sauce?
That's the best.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I
Wait,
know.
animal style, no sauce.
No sauce.
Okay.
So I just like
So
the
cheese
cheese.
fries. So cheese fries. Could I please do a double with no cheese, no tomato, add chopped chilies, burger well done,
Oh my god.
bun extra toasted.
One extra toast.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
You're good.
Cool,
You're
I'm glad you made it.
Would you like onions?
Yes, please. Can I have a whole grilled onion, please, too?
Onion.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Wilson.
Nice to meet you, Wilson.
Thank you guys.
Thank you. We have a lovely table over here.
I love Wilson.
Hey guys, it's QTCinderella and I'm here with Alex Warren, and where are we?
We are in In-N-Out right now.
I'm happy I asked. How would have I known? Why are we here?
It's my favorite place in the whole world. I never do drive-through. I always have to sit at an In-N-Out.
Really?
Yeah, it's nostalgic for me.
How do you have time for that?
I make time.
When was the last time you were in and out?
On tour. I stop on tour a lot to go to
Okay.
In-N-Out. So probably a few weeks ago.
How's tour been?
It's been fun. It's been a lot of countries, which is strange.
Yeah?
Yeah, like I read something that Beyonce said. She's like, I went to Paris 3 times before I've been to Paris. I've been traveling everywhere, but I really haven't gotten to see anything. So
Yeah.
it kind of feels like it feels like a time machine. You go play a show, you wake up in a new country every day or a new state, and you're kind of just like, what the heck just happened?
Go over your order one more time.
Okay, this is just bullying at this point.
No, I know, but you set yourself
It's a
up.
burger well done, bun extra toasted, add chopped chilies, no cheese, no tomato, add a whole grilled onion, and if you're feeling really saucy, go animal style with the sauce.
A whole grilled onion? Is that like a whole onion?
Yeah.
Like, I know, but you know, that feels like a lot of onion.
Really?
Yeah, no,
Oh,
a
no.
whole?
It's great for you.
Okay,
I think so.
okay. Well, since we're here,
We
I
have
think
to.
it's time.
Just felt right.
So,
How long you been
California
doing
boy.
this?
Oh, wow, this?
Yeah, tables have turned now.
Don't do that.
Sorry.
This is my first day. How long have you been eating in and out?
Too long.
Really?
It's way too fucking long. When I was homeless, this was like I knew a hack where it was like $3.60 for a burger or something. And so like I would come here and get a burger and fries and a water cup and put soda in it.
I was going to ask you homeless hacks.
Statute of limitations have now gone up, so I can talk about it.
Okay.
If the water cups got filled with Diet Coke every day. But it was $4.75 for a meal, or like $3.75, something
Yeah.
crazy like that. And I would come here every day. I would borrow money from my friend Calvin, and
Shout out Calvin.
yeah, shout out Calvin because he's part of my addiction.
So, what are your homeless hacks?
Get tinted windows for sure if you're sleeping in a car.
Okay.
Because that is a little weird when you sleep in a parking lot and someone's knocking on your window at 8 a.m.
Do you have like a personal favorite in and out story?
When we would surf and do competitions, we would go to In-N-Out right after, and I feel like that's just like a lot of people talk shit because it's like my favorite food. It's, you know, deathbed, had to have one meal, it'd be an In-N-Out burger. So I feel like it's just like the memories. Every time I eat the burger, it's the same every time. I've never
Yeah.
had it differently, and I feel like that's like you just bite into nostalgia.
Yeah, it's kind of like that one consistent thing in your life because it feels like your life has changed a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't I know it, sister.
Yeah. Apparently you're not homeless anymore.
Not anymore.
Apparently not.
Yeah.
Apparently you've got like a crazy song. I'm here to tell you about your life. Are you ready for this?
Please tell me.
Okay. Did you know that your song Ordinary has had a really good year? Did you know that?
Tell me about it.
I will.
Angels up in the clouds are jealous knowing we found something so wild. We'll be ordinary.
It reached #1
Yeah.
on Hot 100, and that felt. What'd you do?
I didn't do anything, actually.
You
It doesn't
just-
feel real.
really?
That's the
Okay,
thing. I
okay.
think it's all just the industry plant, you know, the way that we've been ripping it, you know, just having fun.
So you're coming clean right now? You're an industry plant?
Sure.
I knew it. This is the hard-hitting research. Okay, you were the first artist to have their first Hot 100 charting song reach #1 since Teddy Swims' Lose Control.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yes! That's
No,
awesome.
I don't pay attention to
Okay,
these things.
this is your celebration then.
Okay.
Okay, it was #1 for 12 weeks on the UK's official singles chart and the longest running #1 of the 2020s in the UK, passing Ed Sheeran's Bad Habits.
Holy cow.
Get mogged, Ed.
What is mogged?
What?
What is mogged mean?
No. You're younger than me and more hip than me.
I don't know
You
what
don't know
mogged is.
mogged
What does
is?
it mean? M-O-G-G-E-D?
Yeah, there you go.
What does it mean?
Are you
Please?
pretending?
I swear on my life, if this was a Jeopardy question, I would really lose it for us.
It's like when someone's cooler than somebody.
Oh, cool.
And you go like this, you go,
Oh, so I'd
don't
never
know
do
that?
that. This?
yeah, it's like to prove you have a jawline or something.
Well, I don't have one of those. So that's
Yeah, so you've never, well, congrats, because you mogged Ed, which is a big deal.
I'll tell him.
Yeah, next
Tell
time
him my
you see him.
jawline. Actually, no, that dude's been losing weight. He looks good.
Are you on your weight loss journey?
Yeah, I mean, Ozempic didn't work, so I don't know. I'm pretty out.
Really?
And I keep eating in and out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You only got a burger, you didn't get fries
There we go.
or a shake
Yeah. Because Ozempic.
because it's 8 a.m. I thought you were gonna do a normal order, so I was like, I gotta match his energy. No, it'll be fine.
Sorry.
It'll be fine.
No, but I
thanks.
put like 8 things on my burger. It's the same thing.
You know what you did.
I'm sorry.
You know you've done here. You have a wife.
Yeah.
You know how it goes.
Yeah.
If she wants a sweet treat, what does that mean to you?
It means I have to take her to get the sweet treat and also get a sweet treat.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. I've figured these things out.
That's a man with a wife.
Thank you.
So you
Thank
guys had
you.
that Coke, right?
Thank you, Wilson. Appreciate you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Wilson. It's also currently #1 on both the Billboard Global 200 and Billboard Global excluding US charts. Do you know how many #1s you've got right now?
I have no idea.
It feels like a lot.
I'm starting to get the gist of that.
Yeah.
And I'm terrified because Stan Twitter is going to come after me.
Do they do that?
I feel like they would, right?
Why? Because he's humble?
No, because I'm not Lady Gaga.
Okay.
Maybe,
Yeah.
right?
Because if you mog Lady Gaga, they'll be mad.
Stop with the mug. There's no way. Is that actually
it's
a
a
thing?
real word, I promise.
Okay. I'm just like, this is
Okay.
like when you're with a friend and they're like trying to make a word happen and you're
No,
like,
I'm not
you're like,
trying to
yep,
make a word
Let's
happen.
mog everyone.
This isn't my
In
word.
and out at 9 a.m.
I don't even know where I got it. I picked it up from the youths.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, how old are you?
Don't say that.
Sorry, is that rude?
How dare you?
My bad.
I'm telling your wife. Fuck. I'm telling her you
Damn it,
said that.
okay.
I'm here to talk about your wife mostly.
That's fine.
I'm sad
here
you
to talk
didn't bring
about my
her,
wife.
respectfully. So how did you two meet?
Through a friend, actually, funny enough. But
What?
Social media, yeah.
That's lucky.
I know, right?
You met when you were 17?
I just turned 18. So we met November of 2019. So I was 18 turning 19.
The song, The Ordinary,
Yeah.
is super special because you wrote it about her, right?
Yeah, I wrote it about her story. I got lucky and I met my wife at a young age and we went through a lot of shit together. So Ordinary is about anything but. Our relationship is nothing but out of the ordinary.
That's nice.
Yeah.
When did you first play it for?
I have this thing where the problem is when I write songs, my wife hears them through the walls. So she hears all, and the choir in all my records, just me and my friends.
Oh, really?
So
I thought you were working with like the Motab.
So for an hour and a half, it's just me and my friends making noises.
Oh.
And so by the end of it, she's heard the song in every variation, every voice crack, me learning the song, the stupid verses
Yeah.
that we have, and then we fix them. By the end of it, she's like, wow, honey, super nice. Super nice.
She's like, you could turn it off,
Yeah,
please.
but that one actually, funny enough, she was super into it. She loved it.
Is that when you know? You're like, this is going to be the one.
Because she hears it for hours and days
Yeah.
and days and days to the point where it's like it's not fun anymore. I think it loses its love when you know how it's made, I guess. But for her, she heard it and she's like, holy cow, like this is insane. Oh, here
Oh,
we go.
Wilson, welcome.
Hi, Wilson. Thanks so much.
Oh, thank you.
This
Thank
is
you guys.
awesome.
Enjoy.
Wow.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank goodness he brought you fries too.
I know. The problem is when there's fries, I can't stop eating them. It's like a problem I have.
No, that's fine.
Oh, those were made with love.
The fries? Wilson did tell me that he loved you.
I told me I wasn't going to eat this in the morning. I'm actually going to down all this food. I'm not even kidding.
Why wouldn't you eat it?
It's 8 in the morning.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a problem for you. How many songs over your career do you think you've written for her?
You know what's so funny? I started my career writing songs about my parents passed away when I was a kid. And so like I would write them about that.
Dead Mom Club.
Oh, fuck no, way, really?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, trauma bonded.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, we do great on Mother's Day, you and I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
it's so fun. We just make people feel really bad about themselves for having a loving
Oh
relationship
yeah,
with their
yeah.
parents.
Anyway, sorry
Love
about
it.
that.
No, please,
Okay,
let's
so
continue.
you usually write about trauma.
Write songs about trauma, and I could never write a happy song. It always came out cringe, kind of just like, you're my baby.
Yeah, yeah,
What's that about?
yeah. I see what you're saying.
And then I wrote Carry You Home.
So the journey you've had to get to this point in your life.
Yeah.
A little kooky crazy.
Sure.
But you've been really open about your childhood and the loss of your parents, living in your car. But how do you think these challenges have helped shape you? I heard you talking shit, admittedly, in an interview about rich kids, and I thought that was funny.
Are you a rich kid?
No.
Oh, damn.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
We could go band for band on food stamps if you want.
What's on them?
Yeah.
The school lunches where you have to enter the code.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
I loved it. What about rich kids?
You don't like them. But how do you think challenges that you faced have prepared you for where you are today?
I don't know. I think, honest to God, I think I've just, I think I can just handle a lot of the shit I go through.
Yeah.
I think it's weird where I feel like it's a very unique position where I go to play a show and I think there's a lot of people rooting against me.
Right.
And I think that's something really interesting that I can handle that because I don't think my life, I watched my parents die and I've been homeless. I don't know how much worse you could experience life.
You're like, hit me with your best shot.
Right,
Like,
no, but that's what I'm saying. So it's like, I feel like with those things, it's very minute, like the things that I have to go through. But also, as this goes on, and how I've been very lucky to be able to have the success I've had, and I've been where I have no money, and I've now been able to be blessed enough to make some. And I think that's really interesting from being on both sides of the coin. Is I'm able to have, especially when I write music.
Yeah.
I think I can write music for everyone.
Yeah.
Because I've been on both sides. I've now been able to find some success and do really well for myself and my wife, and I've also been able to not have any money and not knowing how I was going to feed my wife.
Yeah.
So like I think I've been at both sides to be able to have when you write a song, you want it to apply to as many people as possible. And so I've been able to really do that.
It is interesting because I think what you're doing that maybe I don't know if you'd give yourself credit for, but you're giving a lot of people the words that they don't know how to say.
Sure, yeah.
Which is really incredible, especially for people who've gone through loss and haven't had the ability to process a lot of that.
It's really difficult to process, but also when you lose someone, and I think you can relate to this too, is a lot of people want to forget. And so I think it's really important. Also, I say this a lot, is you're surrounded by so many people, but you feel so alone. I think there's a lot of people offering sympathy and emotions, but they don't understand that feelings. And I think with these songs, it's done a lot to bring people together, but also give those people who haven't had time to process the means to understand it.
Wherever you are, wherever I'll be, I'll save you a seat.
I think you have a dark sense of humor.
Oh, for sure.
I also do, and I think one of the reasons that you talk about stuff the way you do is because the more you talk about it, no matter what context, it helps.
Well, it's also like dancing at a funeral. It's almost like powerful where if you're sitting here moping around all the time with the things that you've lost, I think it's more powerful to make something beautiful out of it.
Yeah, you said something, you kind of just touched on it there, but you've said it in a past interview where you said growing up on the internet, which you did.
I did.
You see how everybody wants you to be shit, essentially. You see how everybody wants you to fail. Where does that come from?
I think, honest to God, I think it's just a lot of people. I mean, I think everyone's just consistently being put in a box. I think when, back in the day when people would leave Disney Channel and go do music, I think it was like, oh, they're a teen actor. Why are they trying to do music? What the frick do they know?
Yeah.
But I think it's justified. I think a lot of people from social media went to go try music, and I think a lot of them were cocky about it. I don't want to come into this space and just be like, I'm the shit. It's like I've really put in time working for it, but also I think, again, there's just fandoms where like if I pass someone on the chart that is their favorite, it's their idol.
Yeah.
I can understand why they'd be upset about it and try to find reasons.
They have to find a reason.
Well, they'd be like, oh, he's an industry plant. Oh, he pays for his streams. Oh, he da-da-da. Instead of being like, oh, maybe this guy's kind of good.
Maybe this song is actually kind of nice.
Maybe people like it.
This is a bop.
But I think that's the thing is like, I think the loudest people on the internet and the people who get the most attention are people who are hating, and so it's influencing them to be even meaner.
How do you stay centered with your crazy schedule in the current state of the world? Because you've been really open with your mental health struggles, which I think is like extra special for men too. Like I do think a lot of men look up to you in the way you're able to articulate and vocalize these things. How are you able to stay consistent and centered and not lose yourself?
It really has taken a toll on me. I think this is all I've ever wanted, but then also on top of it, it is as much as what I talk about here. At a certain point, when so many people are telling you your shit, it does get to you for sure.
Yeah, of course.
So I think, it's a lot of that. And it's also, growing up, I would read these articles or I would see these videos on the internet and just believe them because it's like, how could that not be true?
Yeah.
And now that I'm at this position, I'll wake up one morning and someone makes a video about me saying these things so confidently, and I'm like, am I learning something about myself right now? How is this happening? And so it's really interesting. I think it's really important to have people around you that love you but also know you. And I think it's super interesting on the internet is everyone pretends like they know everything and they see something or they make something up and everyone believes it. One video goes up about me that might not be true and everyone's commenting, oh, he does this, he does that. And I'm like, what happened?
Yeah.
How did this happen? What happened to fact checking?
It's very interesting because it's human nature to defend yourself. So how do you stop yourself?
Oh my God, I typed so many things and
Do
I'm just
you?
like, it's just not a good idea. It's
Yeah.
just, truly, it's like no matter what.
I heard Alex stole candy from a baby.
Yeah, and it happened twice.
Oh.
And I haven't
Well,
done it since, and it was only 2 years ago.
This
and
is
I
why
think
you
it's-
ask.
No, but truly, the more I realize I'm not going to make everyone happy. My music's meant for certain people.
Yeah.
I'm not going to win over many people's fans, and that's okay. And I think
Yeah.
I just have to accept the fact that my music, the people who love my music, is what it is.
Oh, they
what it's
love it.
for. And
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm such a people pleaser, and so it's such a weird thing I have to like navigate, and I just don't go on my phone anymore.
Yeah. Great idea. That's honestly
Just
perfect.
remove it.
You were famously
Oh God.
a part of a TikTok group. How do you think being a part of that viral group
Yeah.
helped you today? Because this is what's interesting is I think sometimes it's harder
Yeah.
once you're known for a certain thing to kind of break out and do what you've done.
I agree with you. I think honestly, it's funny because I was 19 years old when we
Yeah.
started that, and it was like my college years. And I think for who I was back then, I like the fact that it was all filmed. I look back and I'm like, okay, that was me during my college years. We got out of it when we were 23. It was like the exact years of someone going to college. And I think if anyone watching whose college years were publicized on Netflix probably wouldn't be loving
Yeah.
that. And so I think that's the thing is I look back on it and I'm so happy for all the experiences. It got me out of homelessness, and my wife and I, looking back, I've become a better husband because of all
Yeah.
those things. And it's just been a moment where it helps me become a better person, but music-wise, definitely pretty difficult
Yeah,
to navigate.
hard.
Because everyone's like, this guy who
Who's
wrote
this
this song,
TikToker?
this number one
Who's it-
song
yeah.
is from the content house.
Yeah.
What? So it's definitely like shaping. But I think in 5 years, no one's gonna think about it.
Nope, I don't think so either.
Hopefully.
How has it been like since you've kind of blown up? Have past members like reached out and congratulated you?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
It's so funny. I went to dinner with a few of them, like a few weeks ago. Even like some doing music now, and we fully have just sat down and like just been able to like. It's so kind, and I'm friends with a lot of them, and
Yeah.
like we've been really, really close. And it's just we text each other sometimes. We have a group chat, and
Yeah.
it's really cool.
Well, we are to eat now.
You should try mine. Oh, actually, wait. You don't
No, it
like
has the
sauce.
sauce.
You don't like sauce.
It's the sauce.
See the bun? See how it's like crispier? Look at yours.
Yeah. Okay.
I know what I'm doing. 3, 2, 1, go. I don't care what I am. That shit fucks. That's awesome.
Your new album is coming out. You'll Be All Right, Kid, July 18th, right?
Yep.
It's kind of a continuation of your previous album. Yeah? Okay.
I took the biggest fucking bite in the world. Still chewing.
Why did you want to continue this? Like, era? Like, it feels like you're kind of just like, it's like when Lord of the Rings came out with like the
Yeah.
director's cut.
Well, the first one did so well, I really don't want to go downhill.
Okay.
So really just sticking onto it. It's like when a sequel and there's like 4 versions of it and they don't know when to stop. That's kind of what I'm running into there. But I think it's really cool. The first half is all the songs I wrote leading up to this point. And the second half, which is coming out now, is me trying different sounds. And it's almost like 2 different albums. But
Interesting.
the question I got a lot of times when I would do these things is, what would you say to your younger self? The person going through, who had just lost his parents. And I feel like you got that question a lot too, is as you've been able to find success, like what would you say to the person who had just lost their mom? And I got that question so much and I didn't have an answer. And so when I went to write music, I really wanted to put together a project. And it's insufferable. It's 21 songs, so it really.
Oh boy,
yeah,
here we go.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but
Sorry, everybody.
hate to be that guy.
No, we're excited for it.
I love the idea of like if someone says, "What would you say to your younger self?" I have a song, but also an album to show this is who Alex Warren is.
It sounds like I'm gonna cry when I listen to it.
Only a few times.
And your collab with Jelly Roll on Bloodline.
Oh, we got each other. And if you got tomorrow, then you still got time.
How did that come to be? Do you guys just like DM each other?
So I had written that song for a DJ.
Oh, what?
Yeah, they asked for like a summertime like dancey song.
Okay.
And I suck at writing happy songs that aren't about my wife.
Yeah.
So I wrote that about my brother and then just put a cool beat behind it. And yeah, so I had written that song. He passed on it, the DJ. And then I was like, I still want to put this out. I love the record.
Yeah.
Played for Jelly. He's my neighbor. Yeah, he lives down the street from me.
Oh my god.
And he loved it.
What a weird world.
And he has a garage studio. And so he just cut it that day and sent it back. And we loved it. And we went forward with it. Crazy.
I love learning about collabs, especially with music, because it's always the weirdest thing.
Always the weirdest.
Like, he's my neighbor.
Yeah, right. What's funny is like me, I live like around like all these people, musicians, like Teddy and Noah Kahan and all of them all live like within a 10-minute drive of us.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
how perfect.
I
Yeah.
know. We have a
That's
little
a
compound.
dream collab album
I
right
know.
there.
Right.
That's incredible. Who's your dream collaboration specifically? You have to say it, you gotta shout it out, you gotta.
Dream collab? Like,
Yes.
as in if I had a collab with that person, I'd be like, my life's complete.
Yeah.
She's never going to do it. It's Billie Eilish. She'll never do it.
Why?
I just don't think it's like.
Yeah, but she's like sad girl.
Yeah, I wrote this song that I think she sound perfect on, but like it's just something where I just don't think it'll ever happen.
Okay. Are you one of those people that like would rather think it's never gonna happen so you don't let yourself down?
No, I truly believe it. Like
truly believe it won't
if you said $1,000, she does it or not, I would say no.
1,000.
Sorry.
Okay.
You want a bigger number?
Yes.
My bad.
If we're gonna make the bet,
Okay,
we might as well
fine.
go big. Okay, Billy, do it. I need $1,000, please.
not gonna happen.
I could use that. Thank you, Billy. I asked her nicely. How is performing with Ed in a bar?
Oh my God, dream.
Yeah.
Absolute dream. That was so fun. Ed is who I look up to the most in music, and I think a lot of people can speak for that. It's just something so cool where I always wanted to meet him, and to be able to be the first time I meet him, we play my song that I wrote is pretty cool.
And how did that work?
I don't even know.
Really?
I don't even know where I was. They flew me out to go to Coachella on the idea that this would happen.
Yeah.
I think it was my label, and they were like, yeah, like Ed might do it, like who knows, blah, blah, blah. I pull up and I meet Ed right when I get out of the car, and we just run into it. We just do it. Like there was no preparation. It was just, he learned it on the spot, and we just did it. Yeah, and now we email. He's a sweetheart, and he helps me through a lot of stuff.
That is so funny. I've only ever heard amazing things about him.
Because
It's
there
like,
is only amazing things.
yeah, I don't know if anyone has anything we should know about
He's
Ed.
so sweet. All the people I've collabed with so far have been absolute like angels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How incredible. What collabs are you, can you leak any collabs that are coming up on the new album?
Yeah, I have a rosé record that I'm doing.
Congratulations.
Thanks so
How
much.
cool. I'm
Right?
excited for that.
So rad.
The way the clouds are painted, a perfect shade of yellow, all across the sky.
Do you ever get nervous releasing a song because it's so vulnerable?
No. Not because it's so
Really?
vulnerable. No.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I'm an open book. Like
Okay.
I'm a little too open, and my wife is like, okay, you got to keep some shit private.
Yeah, I understand.
But like, I truly just think I grew up a consumer. I loved music. I loved musicians. I would watch radio interviews, stuff like this, and I think it's really interesting now that I'm on this side where I'm like, oh wow, people really keep secrets. Should I keep secrets?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think it's really important to kind of like talk about my mental health, talk about the things I've gone through, and also how many people can be in this position where we're doing things like this. And
Yeah.
it's important to be able to. I think celebrities are really untouchable and very like inaccessible, and I don't want to be that type of person. I really want to
That's it.
take another bite. Is that
Go-
acceptable?
yes.
Okay, thank you.
We'll sit here.
Yeah, please do it with me so I feel less bad about myself.
Uh-huh. Think about your biggest regret.
I'm not really regretting.
Really?
You?
In about 2 hours, I'll regret this, I think.
It'll be so worth it. I don't know. Weirdly, like I've kind of like noticed like everything that has happened has been perfect timing, but also everything that happened, like losing people, has led me to where it is. I wouldn't have met my wife if my parents hadn't died.
Really?
I also wouldn't have a music career.
Why?
It's funny. My mom wouldn't let me see Cover. Yeah, my mom was an alcoholic
Yeah.
who suffered from bipolar disorder, and for some reason it was just something where like she really wanted to control my life.
Yeah.
And Cover was someone who like I loved, and I would go out of my way and spend the night and like sleep in a car with her because we didn't have a place to stay. And then she kicked me out, and I started sleeping like in my friends' cars and homes and things like that, and couch surfing and whatnot. And yeah, she just thought I was a piece of shit, I guess.
Yeah. So when your mom passed away, you finally had like that freedom to be with her?
No, because she passed away later, actually. My dad had passed away, and my dad's best friend is a huge part of my life right now. And he had talked my mom into letting me go see Cover. He's the one, she trusted his opinion so much because my dad, when he passed away, asked him to look after us.
Oh, wow.
And so, again, if my dad passed away, I don't even think I would have ever met Cover. If my dad didn't pass away, because again, my dad, I mean, too much information, I guess, but my dad was really, involved in my life. I think I would have been a piece of shit if my dad never died. Truly.
Really?
Yeah, I think
That's
I would have been a
interesting.
piece of shit who, I would have had everything I ever wanted in life if my dad didn't pass away.
Huh.
My dad was a successful real estate agent.
Yeah.
Who, set us up for whatever. My mom never worked a day in her life and sold everything and during the recession, and we were broke.
Maybe you don't need therapy.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, because you do have a really good outlook when you say it like that.
Truly, I think it's
Yeah.
all just a plan.
Yeah.
Whether it's God's plan or the world.
Have you had a pinch me, I made it moment?
Ed Sheeran. My wife was crying front row watching me and Ed play at Soundcheck.
Oh my God.
Well, because I walked in and he was rehearsing the song. He was just like, oh, how do you play this, da-da-da-da. And he starts singing, taking me out of the ordinary. And we just start singing it together, just impromptu, no cameras, nothing, first time in the world. And she knew how much Ed Sheeran meant to me. And
Yeah.
just the fact that he sat there and willingly learned the song. and she just starts bawling her eyes out.
Oh
or
my God.
Or I'll play the AMAs and she
Yeah.
bawls her eyes out. Or I'll play Jimmy Fallon and she bawls her eyes out. And it's just cool because I think she just starts to think about how we were sleeping in a car 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And how like evolution of like this, everything I've ever dreamed of. This is
Yeah.
what I started social media to do. I started to sing and I never thought it was possible. And so I think it's a lot of tears, a lot of crying that I've gone through, and a lot of, I do vocal lessons 3 times a week. I do all these
Oh,
things.
wow.
I like really, really want this. And so it's just been a cool moment.
What's your next like bucket list item that you'd want to cross off or do? I guess the collab with Billie Eilish, but
I'm
also-
content.
Really?
Yeah, I love my life.
Good.
I never thought I'd get one hit. If I never get one again, we're good.
Oh, really? Is that how you felt?
Yeah.
Okay.
I never thought
That's
I'd get
incredible.
one. So I'm cool. As long as life just stays like this, and maybe you could dip down even a little bit.
Yeah.
Honestly, let it,
Yeah.
Start playing me at JCPenney. We're good.
Okay.
I'm happy.
You could open your own In-N-Out one a day.
They won't let me. I've tried.
Oh, really?
They don't do franchises.
Oh, they don't?
Selfish.
New dream.
Yeah. How are we gonna do
Yeah,
it?
how are we gonna In-N-Out, Mr. In-N-Out.
Mrs. In-N-Out.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I'm a misogynist.
Hey, well,
My
that's
apologies.
the best of both of us. It's
Thank you
okay.
for keeping me in check.
I tried my best.
So this is our time for you.
Oh, cool.
We haven't had any time for you until now, but this is your moment to shine.
Oh, cool.
And it's for you to talk to your fans. So if you have one moment, one
put
thing,
so much pressure on
one
that. That's
opportunity
insane. That's
to say
crazy.
the most important things to your fans that you've ever said, what would it be?
Oh, God. Which
No, you
camera
can
am I
keep it
looking
chill.
at?
Yes.
This one right here?
Yes.
Hey. What's up, bitches?
You're doing great.
Thank you. What's up?
You could do a little better.
I love you.
That was good.
Thank you.
Check out his album July 18th. That's what he wants to say. We've got collabs. We're gonna cry our hearts out. Okay?
Yes. And if you hate it, tell me on Twitter.
No, don't.
Don't do that.
No, keep
don't
it to
tell
yourself.
me you don't like it on
Stop
Twitter.
it.
Buy tickets to whatever I'm selling.
Yeah.
I got this. Buy my merch. Do I have merch?
I don't know.
I don't think I have
I
merch.
just feel like that's not your main MO.
It's not my main MO. I'm tweaking here, actually.
You did great.
How do we exit this?